Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Justin coming at you with another video from Phone Nerd Nation. Real quick, I want to apologize for you guys who have recently been viewing my channel. I know I have not made a video here within the past 2 or 3 weeks or so. I do apologize for that. Been very busy developing games and apps for the Play Store, all due to come out sometime in September. Real quick, wanted to give you guys an update on this Alcatel Fierce phone that people are starting to talk about for Metro PCS. I just wanted to give you a really quick rundown for your specs and a little price point incentive. Real quick, here's the cover of your box. Alcatel Fierce 4. Metro PCS does have a thriving relationship for the Fierce line from Alcatel. Here are the specs as it sits on the box itself. I'll go ahead and zoom in on those so you guys can get a good look at that. 4G LTE. Android. Now I want to make a note here. It is going to come with Android 6.0 Marshmallow right out of the box. There is no plans at this very moment for it to get the 7.0 Nougat update. I did speak earlier today with a representative that has a relationship between Alcatel phones coming to Metro. I know this because I actually work for Metro, guys, so all this info that I'm giving you in this video is very detailed and accurate. The representative from Alcatel told me that, to his knowledge, at this point there is nothing to show that for Metro is going to have any phones that ship with Android 7.0 anytime this year. There is talk of stuff for after the fourth quarter of this year, but for the remainder of this year, more than likely you will not see any Metro phones come with 7.0 out of the box. That does not mean that this phone will not get 7.0. I'm just saying that it's not going to come with it out of the box. So hopefully we'll get the 7.0 update for these phones as well as a lot of other ones, including my Galaxy S7, maybe an over-the-air update kind of thing, but they are working on it. 5.5-inch HD display. Guys, the same 5.5 HD display from the predecessor of this phone, which is the Alcatel Fierce XL. This phone is set to replace that XL phone completely. This phone does have an 8 megapixel autofocus main camera with LED flash, 5 megapixel wide angle front facing camera. Another good thing about this phone is it does have 16 gigs of ROM right out the door and 2 gigabytes of RAM. 1.1 gigahertz quad core, and the battery itself, guys, is embedded. It is non-removable. Now, of course, with the box itself, once you open it up, just like so, you're going to slip that part off. Inside, not hardly anything whatsoever. You will get your SIM card, and there is the USB cable and stuff. It is not USB Type-C. That is definitely confirmed. I have it right here in front of me, as you guys can see. It is going to still be the traditional micro USB. One thing I want to touch on real quick, guys, is the promotion right now that Metro PCS does have. Right now, if you do switch your phone number over from another provider, Boost Mobile, Virgin Mobile, Sprint, AT&T, Verizon, Straight Talk, whoever it is, if you bring that number over to Metro PCS, you do get a $59 in-store credit. That is instant. That is no mail-in rebate, none of that stuff. But in-store, if you do this, $59 right back to you, which means this phone is $69. You go ahead and take that $59 discount off if you switch your number over. Yes, you can get this phone for $10. With that in mind, Metro does have a lot of phones that they have $59 and less, which means you can get those for free. But I gotta say, this is probably one of the favorites, one of the go-to, simply because the memory that it comes with. A lot of people are not aware simply that when you get an Android phone, whatever the gigabytes is that the memory has inside, go ahead and take 4 off of that number, and that's what about you're gonna have to work with for yourself, for your Facebook pictures, for your music, videos, anything like that that you save that's yours, that's personal. Take 4 off of the memory, and that's really what you have to work with for yourself. This phone will support SD card up to 128 gigs in case the 16 is not enough for you. But I gotta say, guys, I do work with Metro PCS, but for $10, if you're bringing your number over, this is really a great phone to go with. Just when I look at it, it does not feel like a cheap phone, guys. Here it is right here. It has a very nice built to it. The quality feels solid in the hand. Hand placement is very good with that 5.5-inch screen. Speakers there on the back for you. There's your flash, there's your camera. But if you have the option to bring your number over from another provider, if that's what you're thinking, it's not a bad idea to go ahead and pick this one up, guys. Like I said, you can get phones for free with Metro if you bring your number over, but those phones, most of them, if not all of them, have 8 gigs of memory. And, you know, why not spend just $10 more and go ahead and get this one that has 16 gigs of memory. That's just one of the key points I wanted to bring out to you guys. Just wanted to briefly go over the specs. And my opinion is that overall, after it's all said and done, if you are bringing your number over, go ahead and pick up this phone. It's only going to be $10 for you guys, all right? So there you have it, Alcatel Fierce 4 Metro PCS. Simple review here by me, Justin, Phone Nerd Nation. If you guys like the info, go ahead and get the like button. Go ahead and subscribe for future videos just like this one. Peace.